What's up, y'all? Road to St. Louis starts here at Willow Springs. Just did some testing. Car feels good. I don't know how good this footage is going to be with this bumpy road here. But yeah, car feels good. Added some 1-inch spacers to the back. Try and gain some side bite. Car felt pretty good during testing. So we are ready for St. Louis. Had a pretty rough week leading up to this. Had to get the frame pulled. That took longer than expected because the frame guys didn't get on top of their stuff on time. That kind of put me in a tight spot because I still didn't know what was causing the engine issues that we had in New Jersey. And on top of that, my PDM decided to fry the starter circuit transistor, and basically whenever I went to turn the kill switch on in the car or gave anything any power, the starter would just be trying to start itself. So had to overnight a new PDM from ECU Masters. They sent that out, got that in the car, reprogrammed it. Everything worked fine, but it still ran like garbage from whatever engine issue we had in New Jersey. Took it over to Westies, to the dyno, and immediately when Ish hooked it up to the computer and started it, he said, "You got no map signal." So we chased down vacuum lines. We found a torn vacuum line going to the supercharger and fixed that, and that was the problem in New Jersey. It just surprises me so much that that we had a very slight hit that caused that. That must have been just enough to slip the vacuum line off and then make the car run like garbage. Two, what's even more shocking is that I sent the logs to my tuner, I sent them to Link, I sent them to everybody, and I looked at him, my crew chief looked at him, we all collectively failed to notice that the map sensor reading was not fluctuating at all. So yeah, just kind of shocking that, you know, what could have been a 5-minute fix if we were looking in the right spot in the logs could have been fixed. We could have made our top 16 battles and you know, possibly done a lot better than top 16 at New Jersey, which sucks, but it's part of the game, it's part of the learning experience. And you learn to not do that again, and to build your cars to not have those little BS problems that will cost you the race, you know. So anyways, this gate can open, there we go. I'm not gonna open both of them. Might have to take out their gate here. No, we're good, we cleared it. Yeah, so off to do St. Louis, and I'll be there probably Wednesday. Hopefully all goes smooth with the towing. I moved a bunch of the weight from the trailer into the truck, so hopefully the trailer has less weight and will blow less tires. We'll find out once we hit the open road, but for now, I'm gonna go hit the Foster's Freeze over there, right next to the 14 freeway. Head up the 14, across the 138, to the 15, and then to the 40, and off to, I think, Oklahoma City, and then you start cutting north, I think, on the 44. So, well, let's get after it. Gonzo's enjoying life. Where am I gonna put this dang camera? Well, it's dark in here. Hanging out in the trailer. Just made our first stop here in Flagstaff, staying in this lovely Walmart parking lot. Through the bumper on top of the car. You guys can probably barely see that. Grab the flashlight. So, make myself a sandwich and crawl up there and get some sleep. Need to open up some windows. It needs to cool off in here. It is hot. Yeah. And we'll get back on it tomorrow. Let's do it. Oh, well. Let's move that forward. Oh, well. Just woke up here in Flagstaff. Another night in a beautiful Walmart parking lot. 5-star. Definitely. Highly recommended. Yeah, hitting the road. It's going to be hot in the desert, so hopefully we don't have any blowouts. And we'll try to get to Oklahoma City or so tonight. Something like that. Maybe a little further. Let's get after it. Cruising through New Mexico here. Well, hello. We are in another glorious Walmart parking lot here in, where are we at? Elk City, Oklahoma. About 9 hours to go to St. Louis. No blowouts so far. Everything's been going smoothly. Gonzo's been enjoying himself. I've been enjoying myself. Surviving off of roast beef sandwiches at night because nothing's open late anymore. These Walmarts used to be 24/7 and they're not anymore anywhere. And also a lot of fast food after COVID stopped being open 24/7, so not a whole lot of places to eat. So yeah, let's do this final leg. Let's get in. Let's get to the hotel. Get to the track in the morning. Get set up. Get my guys from the airport. Go kick some ass in practice and qualifying. Go kick some ass in top 32. Kick some ass in top 16, and make it all the way to the top again. That's the plan. As long as nothing throws a wrench in our gears, like me crashing in Jersey, or the vacuum hose falling off, or the fuel pump positive terminal coming loose like it did during top 32 in Jersey. Yeah, little issues. You're gonna have those small issues when you build a new car. I think we just kind of got lucky in Florida that none of the issues kind of presented themselves then. Yeah, but overall still a pretty solid car, man. Not a whole lot of issues going on. Like I said, I had to replace that PDM. That was kind of a big issue, an expensive issue as well. Yeah, things are looking good. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's get to St. Louis and let's get driving. Later. Hey, buddy. Out here in Oklahoma somewhere. About 5 hours from St. Louis right now. How you going, Joe? Did my tire check and noticed something a little suspect, so we're gonna change that tire out because as you can see that's gonna blow here soon. So we'll get that done and we'll be on our way. Check back in when we get to St. Louis. Looks like it's gonna be a nice sunset out. All right, all right. Oh, well, we have made it to sunny St. Louis. Got a good pit spot here. Pretty close to the track. Car's looking good. Gonna put the windows in it, check over a few things. We should be ready to go. And out there, we will be driving. Now, I need some pizza. And then get back to work on this thing. I'll check back in later. Got to pick up the guys from the airport tonight. We'll get it done. Later. Well, we're here. Pro-Am practice going on out there. Got about 20 minutes until our driver's meeting, and then we're heading out for practice. The course looks a little weird, as always, St. Louis. But we'll do our best and go have some fun. Okay, Formula Drift, St. Louis, day 2. Qualifying yesterday did not go as planned. I don't know if it was the track cooling off or the different offset wheels that we threw on right before qualifying, but I spun it in the outer zone 4. The second time I've spun the car, the only time I've spun here, yeah, it sucked. We went out for our second lap. I did kind of like a really easy lap, just sort of wanted to get through the course and get a score on the board. So we didn't end up in a good spot at all. But that's the way the dice fell. So we are going to get back out there and see what we do in top 32. We got Brian Wadman for top 32, so we'll get out there and do our battle and see how she goes. Car was feeling great before qualifying. We were putting down, I don't know, every single lap felt like it was, you know, above a 70, you know, for sure. 70s, 80s for sure, all day long. And then during qualifying, it just didn't come together. So we are gonna get the car in order and get everything set for today, and we will get on with it. Practice coming up in about 2 hours. We got kind of a late schedule today and just top 32 today, top 16 tomorrow. So wish me luck.
Yeah, like cool suit is in there, like everything's set. I said it before I left.
Look at the orange man.
You're good, go get line.
On the initiation, he's got a tire in the box, but leaves it, and you can see in the chase position there. Yeah, see right there, Wadman in the lead has a kind of an awkward transition. He slows down before the transition, and that's the type of thing that can make it very difficult to chase. And then he does a really big transition there as well, going to outside zone number 4, and you can see that in the chase position. Hateley just keeps enough distance there to be able to be safe, rotates the car, gets back on throttle, and stays with Wadman around outside zone 4.
This is where you could really lock it in. If you're Andrew Hateley, you need to throw down just a really solid, let's call it a qualifying run. You know, filling all those outside zones, do it with cleanliness, do it with tidiness. And he did get out to that second outside zone just barely, but now filling that third outside zone, that's going to build confidence, going to that final outside zone, hitting that hump, and then really right line. That's what he needed to do. It's not wonky. It's not hiccupy. I think overall that's a pretty good showing there by Hateley.
Exactly. He did exactly what he needed to do. Looking at his initiation, nice flick there. In the chase, you can see Wadman just a little bit behind, a little bit offline, slightly. And then right here, you can see that Hateley did a great job in outside zone 2 early on, left it slightly early, but Wadman was inside the whole time. Right there, Hateley fills outside zone 3 really well. Hateley, nice transition right on that outside line. Wadman was a little bit off the pace in the chase there. And let's watch this from the FPV drone. Look at Andy Hateley's line compared to Wadman. So Wadman didn't get into the zone at all. Hateley was in it. Right here again, transition. Hateley, great job at the beginning of outside zone 2. Leaves it a little bit early, but Wadman was nowhere near it at all. Right there, Wadman not really getting to outside zone 2 while Hateley fills it in the lead. And again, Hateley right on that line all the way around outside zone 4. So lead to lead, I think Hateley's got it down without a doubt. I think Hateley had a better chase as well.
All right, going to the judges, sliding left for Wadman, or right for Andy Hateley. Hateley gets the victory, and a little bit of pressure relieved from the steam cooker. Here we go, first portion of this battle, Dustin Miles, Andy Hateley. Dustin Miles had a great run last night. Andy Hateley, who was our winner at round 1, can he duplicate that success here in St. Louis? Dustin Miles into that second outside zone. Looks like Dustin goes a considerable deeper than Andy Hateley. And now into that third outside zone. Let's see how Dustin handles. Into the final, Andy Hateley comes up just a bit short there with that habanero. Hateley, again, lovingly calls the car habanero. It's spicy. He's been eating habaneros. And I love Andy Hateley's Instagram at the end of the night. He's like, dude, best part of FD. Goes in his trailer. There's Gonzo, his dog.
Oh.
Gotta love that. He loves his dog. But he got to make sure it's tight and right. Here we go, Andy Hateley out front. Initiates in that first outside zone, so almost mimicking what Dustin did, right?
Yep.
So big angle there from Hateley. Dustin Miles now, he goes shallow, but Hateley, oh, look at that, Miles. Almost potentially making contact there in that third outside zone. Looks like Hateley with the clean air looking a lot more dialed, and that's what we saw in qualifying from him on Thursday. I was going to say yesterday, that was 2 days ago.
So looking at the difference in where the cars are positioned is going to be important here. So outside zone 1 is almost similar. Outside zone 2 looks like Hateley did a better job there mimicking.
Chase
lead
as well.
Yeah, lead and chase. Yeah, it looks like Hateley might have a slight advantage there as well. And then Hateley does a much better job in the outside zone 4 area in the lead, but in the chase is off. But in the chase, Miles is off as well in that area. So
one more time. Oh, we're going one more time. Okay, so Ryan went with Hateley, and the other 2 judges went OMTs. Dustin Miles will lead out front. Dimitri Brutsky in the chase position. Dustin Miles, again, with a great qualifying position and a good battle last night. Dustin Miles filling that second outside zone. Let's see if Hateley can rise to the occasion. Miles using all of that third outside zone, and then in that final outside zone goes Miles, allowing Hateley to gain that proximity and get to him right on that door. Coming together, just coagulating with this car. It seems that it's obviously working out, and proof point of that is round 1. So as Hateley gets a little bit into the dirt, comes up short on second outside zone, that's not the right line you want to take, and that's giving Dustin Miles kind of the needle going his way potentially a little bit because of that going offline. That could have choked up Miles and could affect that chase car.
yeah, it looks like Hateley's better at outside zone 4. He gets the car into the zone really well. Big angle, rides the line all the way around on throttle. But you could see Hateley was having an issue with outside zone 1 and then the transition for 2. He dropped the tire slightly there in outside zone 1 and beyond it, and then tried to transition the car, but didn't have the momentum anymore and wasn't able to fill outside zone 2. He was quite a bit inside there, which is not ideal in that area. So looking at outside zone 1, right there, he went really, really long, had a bobble, transitioned the car.
Andy Hateley, I assume, will get the loss here, and he does. Dustin Miles advances on.
Well, that's the end of another one. A little too bummed yesterday to pull out the video camera because I kind of took myself out of competition, which is the first time I've done that in a really long time, so it was a little disappointing. Yeah, but I'm happy to see my boy Dustin move on. We had Dustin Miles in the top 16, and we got it one more time. Did pretty good. I thought I had him on the first one. I thought my lead was a little bit better. Apparently his chase was probably a little bit better than mine. So we did one more time, and then I threw it away on my lead lap. I went a tire off in outer zone 1, and it kind of set me up weird for outer zone 2, and it was over after that. It was my own mistake, for sure. I tried to get through the gears a little quicker than I had been during practice on the run-up, and that kind of set me at a weird initiation point because it was all about timing first, second, third, fourth, and as soon as I click fourth, I'd initiate. So that sent me off track. It wasn't far off. I mean, it was just a tire in the dirt, but it was enough to really, slow the car down and make the transition bad, and it just wasn't a good lap. So that's that. Dropped pretty far in points, which I'm pretty disappointed about. Yeah, need to get more consistent in this car. Florida was a great event. Jersey was a tough event. This wasn't a tough event, but it just, I don't know, it got to me a little bit because it's been so many years that just the car fails, and yeah, it's been a while since I just like straight took myself out. And it happens. I mean, it's shit. You watch that in Pro 1 all day long. People take themselves out. You push hard, you make mistakes. But yeah, and it's a reminder to myself to just do my qualifying lap. I knew my qualifying lap, my lead lap was better than his. I knew it was. I should have just not pushed it and just done my lead lap, and probably would have moved on. But that's the end of that chapter. It is raining out here in St. Louis. Car is loaded, truck is loaded, we are ready to go. I'm going to hit the road back to California. So, yeah, let's do it. Get ready for Utah. Got a lot of stuff to do to this car to get it ready for competition in Utah. New clutch, got some power steering issues I want to sort out, some oil leaks I want to sort out, a whole bunch of stuff. So gonna get this guy back in the shop and get some work done. But for now, signing off. Another day, another glorious Walmart parking lot. We are in Elk City, Utah again, same one I stayed in on the way in. It is hot out there. Gonzo is dying. Got the truck running, got the AC going. The generator gave out about 20 minutes ago, so it's been getting a little warm in here. Yeah, gonna hit the road. So disappointed in myself, man. I don't know why. This one's bothering me. Because I took myself out, and like I knew I had the better leads. I knew that I could have beat him. And I just took myself out. It's just is what it is. Yeah. Keep telling myself I got to get over that shit, because yeah, it's going to be happening a lot the more I continue this, and the more I have a car that's driving good and the car's not taking me out and it's myself taking me out. Yeah, it sucks though, you know? It does. I know that I had the better leads, and I know that I could have put on a better chase. I just, you know, need to get more aggressive, and need to get more aggressive in the chase and less aggressive in the lead, because my leads are pretty solid. I need to not make any mistakes and not get over aggressive and make mistakes. Yeah, so that's that. Let's get on the road home and get this car all fixed up for round 4 in Utah, Salt Lake City, high-speed track. All right, let's get Gonzo on the truck, get him cooled off. AC's running out there. Let's go.